So you're gearing up for the UPSC exam, and you've hit that one decision that feels, well, massive. We're talking about choosing your optional subject. It's a choice that can seriously shape your whole prep journey. So today, let's break down exactly how you can make the right one for you. Ah, this is the big one, isn't it? The 500-mark question? I mean, that's a huge chunk of your final score, all riding on this one decision. It's totally normal to feel a little bit paralyzed by it. But here's the thing. My goal isn't to tell you what to pick. Actually, that's the whole point. You know, this quote from Dr. Tanu Jain just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. It's your favorite ice cream flavor, right? It's personal. And your optional subject is exactly the same. Only you can really know what subject you're going to click with. So before we get into how to find that subject, let's clear away some of the noise. All right, section 1, let's talk about the great optional myth. Because there's a ton of advice floating around out there, and frankly, some of it can lead you way off track. And this myth is probably the most common and most damaging piece of advice you'll hear. I bet you've heard this a million times. Oh, just pick an optional that has a lot of overlap with the general studies papers. Now, sure, subjects like PSIR, sociology might help a little with GS, but the reality is that cannot be your main reason for choosing it. It just can't. And you might be asking, why not? Well, because of this number right here, 500. Your optional is a standalone 500-mark behemoth. It needs specialized, deep study that goes way beyond what you cover in GS. If you treat it like just a little helper for your GS prep, you're making a huge strategic mistake. Okay, so if we're going to toss out that bad advice, what should we be focusing on instead? Let's get into a clear framework that's actually going to help you make a solid, confident choice. These are the real keys to your decision. First, and this one is absolutely non-negotiable, genuine interest. You have to find the subject truly fascinating. Second, are you ready to go deep? We're not talking about surface-level reading here. Third, you've got to be prepared to write, and I mean write a lot. And finally, can you get fluent in the language of the subject? Every field has its own special keywords and jargon, and you need to master them. And that brings me to what I like to call the golden rule of optional prep. Listen, every subject seems super exciting at first, but when the real grind of answer writing, revision, and mock test begins, that initial excitement is gonna fade. It always does. It's your deep down commitment that will pull you through that slum and bring the passion back. And that's exactly why that initial fascination is so critical. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? Let's get super practical. Here is a simple, straightforward action plan to take you from total confusion to a confident commitment in just 1 week. All right, here's your 1-week sprint. Ready? Step 1, shortlist 4 or 5 subjects that genuinely interest you. Step 2, get online and watch a few demo lectures for each one. But go in with a neutral mind, okay? Don't get wowed by a teacher's personality. Step 3, look at the past year's question papers. Now, you won't know the answers, of course, but ask yourself, do these questions spark my curiosity? Do I want to know the answers? Step 4, talk to a teacher or maybe 1 or 2 mentors you really trust. And then step 5, make the call. Decide and then commit. No looking back. You see, making the choice is only half the battle. The other half is sticking with it. That time, right after you've decided, is so important because that's when all the doubts start to creep in. So let's talk about having the right mindset for the long haul. Trust me on this. You will hear about a topper who aced it with another optional. A friend will tell you their subject is so much better. This is the classic grass is greener syndrome. And let me tell you, switching your optional year after year because of fear or doubt is one of the worst things you can do to your preparation. You have to have faith in your choice. So let's reframe this whole thing. There is no single best or highest scoring optional subject. That's a myth. Your goal isn't to find some magic subject. Your real goal is to outperform the other people who chose the exact same subject as you. If you pick PSIR, your mission is to be one of the best in the PSIR group. If you pick zoology, you've got to aim for the top of the zoology cohort. That's the game. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The data backs this up completely. If you actually look at the selection ratio, which is the percentage of candidates who get selected from any given optional, it's surprisingly similar across the board. It doesn't matter if it's a popular subject taken by thousands or a niche one taken by just a few dozen. The success rates end up being very, very close. Your success comes down to your performance, not how popular the subject is. So you see, the real question isn't which optional should I choose? The real question is, once I've chosen, am I ready to do the hard work it takes to master it? It's time to stop debating and start preparing. Your journey to those 500 marks begins right now with that commitment.